goals for the team this year?
To try to work hard every single day in training. That's what we expect. Those are our goals, and then beyond that, to try to get into the national tournament. It's hard to advance into the national tournament if you're not in the national tournament, and so it's difficult to get that far along. In the women's game, you have two ways to do it: be consistent throughout the year and get in that large bid, and then the other way is to win the conference tournament at the end. And so that gives us two opportunities to try to advance to the national tournament.
We have Kelly and Taylor up here up front, but as a team, which individuals do you think are going to be making some of the biggest impact on the team this year?
Yeah, we do graduate quite a few people. I do have my cheat sheet here to learn the newcomers that we have, but we have a very solid nucleus with the returners, with Kelly and Taylor, but also April Syme in the midfield, Sarah Helga daughter as well in the midfield, and then Svenja Burkhardt. Those are the five returners from last year's team. And because of their strength, their abilities on the field, I think we're going to be able to do well. They have great leadership. Both these two youngsters do very well academically. They're leaders on the team, on the field and off the field. And so, because of their kind of leadership, I think we will have a very good nucleus, and hopefully that'll lead to a very good year.
And lastly, from me, what can you say about the team's schedule going into this year?
Difficult. I don't know who set that up. But that's what we do. That's what volleyball and men's soccer. That's what we do in cross country. We set a challenging schedule to find out where we are, and we start off on the road. Lincoln Memorial and Columbus State. Columbus State, we barely beat them in double overtime last year, and we had the team that advanced to the national final. And so it's a very difficult opening weekend and 2 weekends. Then Rollins comes to town. So it's a good way for us to get challenged and see where we are with all these new youngsters. And then our conference keeps getting stronger with the new additions. So it's an exciting time to be in our conference. And I think it'll prepare us hopefully for down the road. I think it's the grit and the determination. I know this group is not satisfied with last year's results. It sounds crazy, but I think there's a void, and there's a big determination out of the five starting returners, and then those that didn't start but were key returners. It's a blue collar team, hardworking. I think athletic. They train hard every day, and so it's going to be one that we're not going to rely on one or two people to get the job done. We're going to have to rely on the collective group, and I like that because again, it's the leadership that has shown that grit and determination.
I feel like as a team, we're just really hardworking, and it shows each year. Well, my freshman year wasn't the best year we had, but it showed on the field. And then sophomore year, we had really hardworking players, and it showed. We won that year. We won the national championship. And then junior year, we had all the hard work and everything. We put it all out there, but honestly, we weren't lucky. And this year, it all comes down to hard work. Again, that's what I believe.
But also we have those strong players that I think we have strong newcomers that are coming in and they're determined to win. And I think that brings a lot with the new people. They don't know the competition, and they just want to go out and play their hardest and get that W.
They're going to find out how difficult it is in this first weekend. We remember last year going and playing Armstrong and Columbus, and the newcomers' eyes are like, wow, this is different than what we expected. And so it's going to be a challenge in the beginning. But, again, I think the leaders have done a great job of explaining to them what's expected here. So, it's exciting because we don't know what to expect as far as the win losses. We know, again, that we're going to work hard. When you have so many new faces, you work so hard as a coach, to recruit year-round, and our staff, Coach Wilson and others, has done they've done a very good job. So you recruit, and then your season is 3 months long, hopefully 4 months long. And so it's important that we get started, early. And the hard part is explaining the expectations to the new youngsters. But that's, again, where they've come in and said, hey, from the beginning, you gotta bring it. It's been difficult this year. We've only had the 1 week of preseason without school going on and everything like that. In the past, sometimes we've had 2 weeks of preseason. So to try to blend all these new faces in 1 week has been difficult. We haven't had any cancellations because of rain, so we haven't missed a single session. whether it's 105 heat index, they've been out there and they've worked hard.
Joe, you lost a lot of very good scores. I think your top 3 goal scorers from last year.
Thanks, Steve, for reminding me.
But I'm sure you have in line there. Who are the ones you think will step into that role?
I don't know that we're going to have a single person this year, like you said. It's going to be by committee, I believe, and there are a lot of new faces. There's some good returners as well, trying to get healthy. A youngster from Sarasota, Daryl Bell, has stood out in preseason and how hard she's worked and everything. Hugren, Elver's daughter, is it? Is that the Ellerts or Elvers? No. Elver's daughter's done really well in preseason. So again, it's going to be more goals by committee, hard work, them chipping in, them coming out of the back. The strength of our team over the last couple of years, you'll mention the goals, but the goals we haven't given up, and that's been because of Kelly and Taylor. And so if we can keep it tight in the back, then we'll be in a lot of games.
Well, we've been playing together since we were 14. We did start out in different positions, but we always made it back to defense. I think we have great chemistry on the field. We know what our strengths and weaknesses are, so it works to our favor. Oh gosh, it's been great. I don't even know how to explain it. If I go back to when we won the national championship, it was a feeling I've never had in my life. I was crying. I don't even know. Just holding the trophy, running across the field was something completely different than I've ever felt in my life. It's a whole new level of happiness. And it's completely different from like being happy with your family, happy with your friends. I don't know how to explain it.
That's good.
But also with winning the national championship, being part of a family that we have come so close as a team. Like the teams we've had, we bonded instantly, and we've made families just every single year. We've got new people, and our family gets bigger and bigger, which I think that's incredible. It's an incredible feeling, something that I've never felt.